Deep in the heart of ancient forests, beneath the waves of forgotten seas, and within the shadows of sacred temples, beings of myth and legend stand watch. They are not mere figments of imagination, but guardians of treasures and protectors of holy places, woven into the very fabric of human history. These creatures, born from the whispers of storytellers and the reverence of cultures long past, have captivated minds for generations. From the golden hordes guarded by dragons to the sacred groves shielded by spirits, their stories are as varied as the lands they come from. Today, we embark on a journey through time and myth to uncover 30 of these extraordinary beings. Together, we'll explore their origins, their powers, and the tales that have kept their legends alive. Whether you're drawn to the mysteries of the past or simply love a good story, this is your invitation to step into a world where myth and reality are one and the same. Dragons have long been the epitome of mythical guardians, their presence woven deeply into the fabric of Eastern mythology. In Chinese tradition, these majestic beings are more than just protectors, they embody the very essence of power and balance. Often depicted coiling around sacred temples or perched atop imperial treasures, dragons are seen as both fierce defenders and benevolent guides. Their fiery breath isn't just a weapon, it's a symbol of purification, capable of warding off evil and preserving the sanctity of what they guard. Take, for instance, the Dragon King, a central figure in many tales. This ruler of the seas doesn't just hoard pearls and gold in his underwater palace. He safeguards the harmony of the natural world itself. This duality of strength and wisdom makes dragons unique among mythical guardians, bridging the gap between the earthly and the divine. Their role isn't confined to China either. Across Asia, from Japan to Vietnam, dragons are revered as symbols of prosperity and protection, their influence stretching far beyond their fiery breath and shimmering scales. As we delve deeper into their stories, it becomes clear that dragons aren't just guarding treasures, they're preserving the very essence of culture, spirituality, and the natural order. The griffin stands as one of the most iconic mythological creatures, a perfect blend of two kings, the lion, ruler of the land, and the eagle, sovereign of the skies. This majestic hybrid embodies the ultimate guardian, fierce and untouchable. In ancient Greece, tales of griffins were often tied to the far reaches of the known world, where they were said to watch over unimaginable riches hidden deep within mountain caves. These weren't just ordinary treasures, though. The gold and gems they protected were believed to hold divine significance, gifts from the gods themselves. It's no wonder the griffin became a symbol of unyielding power and loyalty. But the griffin's role goes beyond material wealth. In Persian mythology, these creatures were seen as protectors of sacred knowledge, their watchful eyes guarding not just physical treasures but spiritual wisdom. Think about it, a creature that soars through the heavens yet walks the earth with the strength of a lion. It's almost as if the griffin was designed to bridge the gap between the mortal and the divine. This duality made them the perfect sentinels for places of worship and ancient temples, where the secrets of the universe were thought to be hidden. One of the most fascinating aspects of the griffin is how its symbolism evolved across cultures. While the Greeks and Persians revered it as a guardian, other traditions saw it as a creature of justice, fiercely punishing those who sought to steal or desecrate what was sacred. Its piercing gaze and razor-sharp talons weren't just tools for defense, they were instruments of cosmic balance, ensuring that only the worthy could access the treasures and knowledge it protected. What's truly remarkable is how the griffin's image persists even today, its legacy woven into art, literature, and even modern symbolism. From medieval heraldry to modern fantasy, the griffin continues to represent strength, vigilance, and the unbreakable bond between the earthly and the divine. It's a testament to how deeply this mythical guardian has captured the human imagination, a timeless reminder of the power of protection and the mysteries it safeguards. The Sphinx stands as a towering figure in the world of mythological guardians, blending the strength of a lion with the intellect of a human. This hybrid creature, with its piercing gaze and imposing presence, has long been associated with the protection of sacred spaces. In Greek mythology, the Sphinx is perhaps most famous for its encounter with Oedipus. Perched outside the city of Thebes, it challenged travelers with a riddle so devious that failure to solve it meant certain death. Only those who proved their wisdom and wit could pass, making the Sphinx not just a physical barrier but a test of mental fortitude. But the Sphinx's role goes far beyond riddles. In ancient Egypt, these creatures were revered as symbols of divine power and protection. Often carved from stone and placed at the entrances of temples and tombs, they stood as silent sentinels, guarding the threshold between the mortal world and the realm of the gods. Their human faces represented wisdom and authority, while their lion bodies embodied strength and ferocity. Together, these traits made the Sphinx an ideal guardian of the sacred, ensuring that only the worthy could enter these hallowed spaces. What's fascinating is how the Sphinx's role evolved across cultures. While the Greek version was a solitary enigma, the Egyptian Sphinxes were often part of larger architectural designs, flanking pathways or standing in pairs to emphasize their protective role. This duality between the solitary riddler and the steadfast temple guardian shows just how versatile and enduring the Sphinx has been throughout history. Whether challenging travelers with puzzles or standing as silent protectors of sacred grounds, the Sphinx remains one of mythology's most iconic and enduring symbols of wisdom and power. Moving from the skies to the depths of the earth, we now encounter the Naga, serpent-like beings whose presence weaves through Hindu and Buddhist traditions. These mystical creatures are not just guardians of hidden riches, but also symbols of fertility, transformation, and the powerful forces of nature. Picture a serpent coiled around a glittering treasure, its eyes gleaming with both wisdom and warning. The Naga are said to protect their treasures fiercely, often hidden deep within the earth or beneath the waters of sacred lakes and rivers. These treasures, whether gold, jewels, or sacred relics, are believed to hold immense power capable of bringing prosperity or destruction to those who seek them. What makes the Naga particularly fascinating is their dual nature. They are both protectors and potential threats, embodying the balance between creation and chaos. In Hindu mythology, Naga kings like Vasuki and Shesha play pivotal roles in cosmic events, their serpentine forms serving as symbols of eternity and the cyclical nature of life. In Buddhist traditions, the Naga are often depicted as guardians of sacred sites, their underwater palaces said to house relics of immense spiritual significance. This duality, being both revered and feared, adds layers of complexity to their stories, making them more than just treasure hoarders. They are keepers of secrets, bridges between the physical and spiritual worlds. One of the most captivating aspects of Naga lore is their connection to water. Rivers, lakes, and oceans are often seen as gateways to their hidden realms. In many tales, these serpent guardians are said to control the waters themselves, bringing life-giving rains or devastating floods depending on their mood. This link to water and fertility further cements their role as bringers of both abundance and danger. It's a reminder that the treasures they guard are not just material but also symbolic, representing the delicate balance between prosperity and peril. The Naga stories are as rich and intricate as the treasures they protect. Whether it's the underwater palaces adorned with unimaginable wealth or their role in safeguarding sacred relics, these serpent guardians continue to captivate the imagination. Their myths remind us that true treasures are not always what they seem sometimes. The greatest riches lie in the lessons they teach about respect, balance, and the mysteries of the natural world. Few creatures capture the imagination quite like the phoenix, a legendary bird that embodies the very essence of renewal and immortality. Across countless cultures, this fiery guardian is revered not just for its beauty, but for its sacred duty as the protector of eternal flames. These flames, often found in temples or holy places, are said to represent the unbroken cycle of life, death, and rebirth. The phoenix's own life mirrors this cycle, rising anew from its ashes, and in doing so, it becomes a living symbol of divine protection. In ancient Egyptian mythology, the phoenix, or Benu bird, was closely associated with the sun god Ra and the sacred fires that symbolized creation and renewal. Temples dedicated to Ra often housed eternal flames, believed to be watched over by the phoenix, ensuring that the light of knowledge and divine power never faded. Similarly, in Chinese folklore, the Fenghuang, a bird often likened to the phoenix, is said to guard the celestial fires that connect the heavens and the earth, preserving the balance of the universe. But the phoenix's role goes beyond mere symbolism. Its fiery nature ties it to the very essence of transformation and resilience. The flames it guards are not just physical, they represent the eternal spark of wisdom, the sacred knowledge passed down through generations. In this way, the phoenix becomes a guardian not just of fire, but of the spiritual treasures that fuel the soul's journey. From the myths of ancient Greece to the tales of Persia and beyond, the phoenix's story resonates as a universal reminder of hope and continuity. Its cyclical rebirth serves as a powerful metaphor for the enduring nature of sacred truths protected by its watchful presence. The next time you hear the story of the phoenix, remember, it's not just a bird of fire, but a timeless guardian, ensuring that the flames of life and wisdom burn eternal. The unicorn, with its iconic spiraling horn and ethereal presence, has long been revered as a symbol of purity and a guardian of sacred spaces. In medieval European folklore, these majestic beings were believed to roam enchanted forests and sacred groves, acting as vigilant protectors. It was said that only those with a pure heart and noble intentions could gain access to these hallowed grounds, as the unicorn's innate sense of justice and virtue allowed it to discern the true nature of any intruder. This connection to purity made the unicorn not just a physical guardian, but a spiritual one as well, ensuring that the sanctity of these natural havens remained unspoiled. Beyond their role as protectors, unicorns were also deeply tied to the concept of healing and magic. Their horns, often referred to as alicorns, were thought to possess extraordinary powers, capable of purifying water and curing ailments. This blend of healing and mysticism further elevated their status as guardians of both tangible and intangible treasures. Whether it was the untouched beauty of a hidden forest or the restorative magic of their horns, the unicorn's presence promised a harmony between the natural and the mystical. The allure of the unicorn lies not only in its beauty, but in its ability to inspire awe and reverence. Its role as a guardian of sacred groves reminds us of the delicate balance between humanity and nature, urging us to approach the world with respect and humility. Even today, the unicorn continues to captivate our imagination, standing as a timeless symbol of purity, magic, and the enduring power of the unseen. The Kraken, a creature of colossal proportions, has long been a central figure in Scandinavian folklore, embodying both terror and awe. This legendary sea monster is often depicted as a guardian of oceanic treasures, lurking in the depths where sunken ships and untold riches rest. With tentacles said to stretch the length of entire ships and eyes that glow like lanterns in the dark abyss, the Kraken is a force to be reckoned with. Its immense power and size make it a natural protector, discouraging even the most daring treasure hunters from venturing too close. Legends tell of sailors who, upon spotting the Kraken, would steer their ships far from its reach, knowing that any attempt to plunder the treasures it guarded would likely end in disaster. But the Kraken isn't just a mindless destroyer, it's a symbol of the ocean's untamed mysteries. In many stories, it's portrayed as a keeper of ancient secrets, its lair filled with gold, jewels, and relics from civilizations lost to time. These tales reflect humanity's enduring fascination with the ocean's depths, a place where danger and wonder coexist. What makes the Kraken particularly intriguing is how it bridges the gap between fear and reverence. While it's undeniably a terrifying force, it also commands respect, serving as a reminder of the ocean's immense power and the treasures it conceals. This duality has cemented the Kraken's place in maritime mythology, making it one of the most iconic protectors of underwater realms. Its stories continue to captivate us, drawing us into the mysteries of the deep and the treasures that remain just out of reach. Emerging from the depths of Greek mythology, the Chimera stands as one of the most iconic and fearsome guardians of treasure. Picture this, a creature with the muscular body of a lion, the piercing gaze of a goat's head rising from its back, and a serpent's tail that writhes with deadly precision. This hybrid beast wasn't just a random amalgamation of animals, it was a powerful symbol of nature's raw, untamed energy. The Chimera wasn't just guarding gold or jewels, it was the protector of the Earth's most volatile riches, often found in the heart of volcanic landscapes. Its fiery breath, said to ignite the very air around it, mirrored the destructive and creative forces of volcanoes, which both destroy and forge new land. What makes the Chimera particularly fascinating is its dual role as a guardian. On one hand, it was a sentinel of material wealth, hoarding treasures buried deep within the earth. On the other, it represented the elemental treasures of fire and earth, embodying the very essence of volcanic power. This duality adds a layer of depth to its mythology, blending the tangible with the intangible. The Chimera wasn't just a monster to be feared, it was a reminder of the delicate balance between destruction and creation, a theme that resonates deeply in many ancient myths. The Chimera's connection to volcanic regions also ties it to the idea of transformation. Just as a volcano can reshape the land, the Chimera symbolizes the transformative power of guarding something precious. Its fiery breath wasn't just a weapon, it was a testament to the volatile energy required to protect what lies beneath the surface. This creature challenges us to think about what we value and what we're willing to endure to keep it safe. Whether it's physical riches or the intangible forces of nature, the Chimera reminds us that some treasures are worth guarding, no matter the cost. Moving from the earthly realms to the skies, we encounter the Garuda, a magnificent creature that soars through Hindu and Buddhist mythology. Picture a being with the body of a man and the wings, beak, and talons of an eagle, radiating power and grace. This isn't just any bird, it's the mount of Vishnu, one of the most revered deities in Hinduism, and a guardian of treasures that transcend material wealth. The Garuda's role as a protector of sacred texts and divine riches makes it a central figure in spiritual narratives, embodying both strength and devotion. What sets the Garuda apart is its unmatched speed and ferocity, qualities that make it a formidable defender of the divine. Legend has it that the Garuda was born from an egg so vast that it blotted out the sun, a fitting origin for a creature destined to serve the gods. Its loyalty to Vishnu is unwavering, and its ability to traverse the heavens symbolizes the connection between the mortal and the divine. But the Garuda's significance goes beyond its physical prowess. It's a guardian of wisdom, ensuring that sacred knowledge remains safe from those who might misuse it. In Buddhist traditions, the Garuda is often depicted as a protector against evil forces, its presence a shield against spiritual corruption. Its image adorns temples and manuscripts, a reminder of its role in preserving the purity of divine teachings. The Garuda's association with sacred treasures isn't just about guarding gold or jewels, it's about safeguarding the intangible wealth of enlightenment and spiritual growth. The myths surrounding the Garuda also reveal its complex nature. Despite its divine role, it's not without flaws. In some stories, the Garuda's hunger for immortality leads it into conflict with the gods, a reminder that even the most powerful beings are not immune to desire. Yet, its ultimate redemption and service to Vishnu highlight the importance of perseverance and loyalty, themes that resonate deeply within these traditions. As we explore the Garuda's legacy, it's clear that this creature is more than a mythological figure. It's a symbol of the sacred duty to protect what truly matters. Whether it's the wisdom of ancient texts or the spiritual treasures of the soul, the Garuda stands as a timeless guardian, reminding us of the value of preserving what is divine. Deep within the heart of ancient Crete lies one of mythology's most iconic guardians, the Minotaur. This half-man, half-bull creature, born from the union of Queen Pasiphae and a sacred bull, embodies both power and terror. Its home, the Labyrinth, is no ordinary maze. Designed by the master craftsman Daedalus, the Labyrinth was a twisting, inescapable prison, its walls concealing not only the Minotaur but also the secrets and treasures of Crete's King Minos. The Minotaur's role as a guardian is deeply symbolic. It wasn't just protecting gold or jewels, it stood as a sentinel over something far more profound: the mysteries of life, death, and the unknown. Every twist and turn of the Labyrinth mirrored the complexities of the human experience, and the Minotaur, at its center, represented the ultimate challenge one must face to uncover hidden truths. But the Minotaur's story isn't just about guarding secrets, it's also a tale of sacrifice and power. Every 9 years, 7 youths and 7 maidens were sent into the Labyrinth as tribute, a grim reminder of King Minos' dominance and the Minotaur's insatiable hunger. This cycle of fear and control shows how guardians in mythology often serve dual purposes, protecting what is sacred while enforcing the will of those who hold power. The legend of the Minotaur also highlights the importance of heroes in mythology. It was Theseus, armed with courage and a thread of guidance, who ventured into the Labyrinth to confront the beast. His victory over the Minotaur symbolizes the triumph of order over chaos, of bravery over fear, and of light over darkness. Theseus's journey reminds us that even the most formidable guardians can be overcome with determination and wit. The Minotaur's legacy endures as a powerful symbol of both protection and peril. Its story challenges us to confront the labyrinths in our own lives, the challenges that seem impossible to navigate, the fears that block our path. What treasures lie at the center of your personal maze, and what inner Minotaur must you face to uncover them? The Basilisk, a creature shrouded in mystery and fear, reigns as one of mythology's most formidable guardians. Known as the King of Serpents, this legendary being is said to possess a gaze so powerful it can turn anyone who meets its eyes into stone. But the basilisk is more than just a symbol of destruction, it's also a keeper of hidden knowledge and treasures. In medieval European tales, this serpent was often depicted as the ultimate protector of secrets, its lair filled with ancient wisdom and untold riches. The basilisk's dual nature makes it a fascinating figure, embodying both the dangers of seeking forbidden knowledge and the allure of what lies hidden. Legends suggest that the basilisk's role as a guardian wasn't accidental. Its very existence was tied to the secrets it protected, as if the creature itself were born from the depths of the unknown. Alchemists and scholars of the time believed that only the bravest, or perhaps the most foolish, could hope to outwit or defeat the basilisk. Some stories claim that the creature's venom could corrupt entire rivers, while others describe its hiss as capable of driving animals and people to madness. Yet, despite its terrifying reputation, the basilisk's presence in mythology serves as a reminder of the human desire to uncover what is hidden, no matter the cost. What's particularly intriguing about the basilisk is how it reflects the tension between curiosity and caution. Its role as a protector of knowledge isn't just about guarding physical treasures. It's about safeguarding the boundaries between what should remain hidden and what can be revealed. This duality makes the basilisk a symbol of both danger and enlightenment, a creature that challenges those who seek its secrets to weigh the risks against the rewards. And while the legends may vary, one thing remains consistent. The basilisk is a guardian that demands respect, a creature whose power is as much a warning as it is a testament to the mysteries of the world. The Fenghuang, a creature of unparalleled grace and beauty, holds a special place in Chinese mythology as a guardian of both celestial treasures and sacred spaces. Unlike the fiery, reborn phoenix of Western lore, the Fenghuang embodies harmony, balancing the forces of yin and yang. Its feathers shimmer with the colors of the 5 elements: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water, each representing a vital aspect of the natural world. This majestic bird is said to appear only during times of peace and prosperity, a living omen of balance and renewal. Legends tell of the Fenghuang's role as a protector of celestial treasures, jewels, and artifacts of immense spiritual value hidden within the heavens. These treasures aren't just material wealth, they symbolize the harmony of the universe, safeguarded by the Fenghuang's watchful presence. In some tales, the bird is depicted as a guide, leading the worthy to these sacred sites, where they might glimpse the divine order of the cosmos. Its association with balance extends to its role in protecting sacred places on Earth, such as temples and natural landmarks, ensuring they remain untouched by chaos. The Fenghuang's significance goes beyond its role as a guardian. It is a symbol of virtue, embodying qualities like kindness, righteousness, and wisdom. In ancient times, the bird was often used as an emblem by emperors, a reminder that just leadership brings peace and prosperity to the land. Even today, the Fenghuang remains a powerful cultural icon, its image adorning art, architecture, and festivals, a testament to its enduring legacy. What makes the Fenghuang truly fascinating is its dual nature. It is both a protector of the tangible and the intangible. Whether guarding celestial jewels or the spiritual harmony of sacred spaces, this mythical bird reminds us of the delicate balance that sustains the world. Its presence, both in myth and in cultural tradition, continues to inspire awe and reverence, a celestial guardian that bridges the earthly and the divine. The Cyclops, with its towering stature and singular, piercing eye, has long been a symbol of raw power and unyielding protection in mythology. These one-eyed giants are often cast as the guardians of forbidden treasures, their imposing presence serving as a natural deterrent to anyone foolish enough to venture into their domain. Take Polyphemus, for instance, one of the most infamous Cyclopes in Greek mythology. He didn't just dwell in isolation. He actively protected his flock and the riches hidden within his cave, using his immense strength to ward off any who dared to trespass. The mere mention of a Cyclops conjures images of danger, isolation, and the high stakes of seeking what's hidden away from the world. What makes the Cyclops such a compelling guardian isn't just its physical might, but the sense of mystery it embodies. These creatures are often tied to remote, uncharted lands, places where treasures are buried deep, far from the reach of ordinary mortals. The Cyclops' role as a protector isn't just about brute force, it's about the allure of the forbidden. The treasures they guard aren't just material, they're symbolic, representing power, knowledge, or even divine favor. And the Cyclops, with its singular focus and unrelenting vigilance, becomes the ultimate gatekeeper, challenging adventurers to weigh their curiosity against the very real threat of peril. Polyphemus' story, in particular, highlights the Cyclops' dual nature as both a guardian and a menace. His encounter with Odysseus and his crew in Homer's Odyssey is a classic tale of hubris and survival. Odysseus, seeking shelter and supplies, instead finds himself trapped in the Cyclops' lair, where the stakes are nothing short of life and death. Polyphemus' cave, filled with sheep and the spoils of his domain, becomes a prison, and his single eye, both a symbol of his strength and his vulnerability, plays a pivotal role in the unfolding drama. This myth not only underscores the Cyclops' fearsome reputation, but also adds depth to its role as a protector of what's hidden away from the world. The Cyclops, then, is more than just a monster. It's a reminder of the dangers that come with seeking the unknown. Its mythology speaks to the human desire to uncover secrets and claim treasures, but it also serves as a cautionary tale. The Cyclops guards not just physical riches, but the boundaries between the known and the unknown, the safe and the perilous. And in doing so, it becomes a timeless symbol of the risks and rewards that come with venturing into the forbidden. High in the misty peaks of Japan's sacred mountains, the Tengu stand as vigilant sentinels, their piercing eyes scanning the horizon for any who might dare to disturb the treasures they guard. These legendary bird-like beings, with their fearsome beaks and feathered wings, are far more than just mythical creatures. They are symbols of wisdom, power, and the delicate balance between the human and spiritual worlds. Known for their mastery of martial arts and their deep connection to the natural world, Tengu are both revered and feared by those who venture into their domain. Legends tell of Tengu serving as protectors of hidden treasures, whether they be rare jewels, ancient scrolls, or sacred artifacts, but their guardianship extends beyond material wealth. They are also said to watch over the spiritual energy of the mountains, ensuring that the sacred sites remain undisturbed by those who lack the proper respect or understanding. In Japanese folklore, the Tengu are often portrayed as teachers, imparting their knowledge to worthy disciples who prove themselves through courage and humility. Yet, they are also known to test the resolve of those who seek their treasures, using their cunning and supernatural abilities to challenge intruders. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Tengu is their dual nature. While they are protectors, they can also be tricksters, using their powers to mislead or punish those who show arrogance or greed. This duality makes them complex figures in Japanese mythology, embodying both the light and dark aspects of the natural world. Their presence reminds us that true treasure, whether material or spiritual, is not easily won and must be approached with reverence and respect. As we delve deeper into the tales of the Tengu, we uncover a rich tapestry of stories that highlight their role as guardians of the unseen and the sacred. From the legendary warrior Minamoto no Yoshitsune, who is said to have been trained by a Tengu in the art of swordsmanship, to the countless shrines and temples dedicated to these enigmatic beings, the Tengu's influence is woven deeply into the cultural fabric of Japan. Their stories invite us to reflect on the value of wisdom, the importance of humility, and the enduring mystery of the mountains they call home. Beneath the waves of ancient Greek lore lies the Hydra, a creature as mysterious as the depths it calls home. This multi-headed serpent isn't just a monster from legend. It's a guardian of untold riches, both material and elemental. Picture a beast so resilient that losing a head only makes it stronger as two more grow in its place. This remarkable ability to regenerate has cemented the Hydra's reputation as an almost unbeatable protector, a sentinel of underwater treasures and hidden realms. The Hydra's connection to water is no coincidence. In mythology, water often symbolizes the unknown, the chaotic, and the untamed. The Hydra embodies these qualities, lurking in the shadowy depths where precious gems, sunken gold, and even ancient secrets are said to rest. But its role goes beyond guarding physical wealth. Some tales suggest the Hydra also protects the very essence of water itself, holding dominion over its currents, its storms, and its life-giving power. One of the most famous stories involving the Hydra is its encounter with the hero Heracles, or Hercules, as he's more commonly known. Tasked with slaying the beast as one of his 12 labors, Heracles quickly discovered that brute force alone wouldn't be enough. Each time he struck off one of the Hydra's heads, 2 more would sprout in its place. It wasn't until he enlisted the help of his nephew Iolaus, who cauterized the stumps with fire, that the Hydra was finally defeated. This tale isn't just about heroism, it's a testament to the Hydra's resilience and the ingenuity required to overcome such a formidable foe. But why would such a creature be tasked with guarding treasures? In many myths, the Hydra's fearsome nature serves as a deterrent, ensuring that only the bravest, or perhaps the most foolish, would dare to seek what it protects. Its presence adds an air of danger and mystery to the treasures it watches over, making them all the more coveted. And yet, the Hydra isn't just a mindless beast. Its intelligence and cunning are often highlighted in stories, suggesting that it's not merely a guardian but a keeper of balance, ensuring that the secrets of the deep remain undisturbed by those unworthy of them. The Hydra's mythology reminds us that not all treasures are meant to be found. Some are hidden for a reason, protected by forces that challenge not just our strength but our wisdom. Whether it's guarding a sunken hoard of gold or the untamed power of the ocean itself, the Hydra stands as a symbol of the mysteries that lie beneath the surface, waiting for those bold enough to face them. In the misty realms of Norse mythology, where the clash of swords and the cries of battle echo through the ages, the Valkyries emerge as both warriors and guardians. These fierce maidens, often depicted riding through the skies on winged steeds, are far more than mere harbingers of death. They are the protectors of fallen heroes and the treasures these warriors carry into the afterlife. Imagine a battlefield, a place where valor and tragedy intertwine, and amidst the chaos, the Valkyries descend, not only to claim the souls of the brave but to safeguard the riches that symbolize their legacy. The treasures buried with these warriors were no ordinary wealth. They were tokens of honor, gifts from kings, or heirlooms passed down through generations. These items, whether gleaming swords, golden arm rings, or intricate jewelry, were believed to accompany the fallen to Valhalla, the great hall of Odin, where they would feast and prepare for the final battle of Ragnarok. The Valkyries' duty was to ensure that these treasures remained untouched, their sacred purpose unspoiled by greed or malice. In this way, the Valkyries bridged the mortal and divine, guarding not just physical riches but the spiritual essence of heroism itself. What sets the Valkyries apart is their dual role. They are both fierce warriors and compassionate guides. While they wield power on the battlefield, their protection of treasures reflects a deeper reverence for the fallen. This balance between strength and reverence made them central figures in Norse culture, embodying the ideals of honor, loyalty, and the eternal bond between the living and the dead. Their stories remind us that treasures, whether material or symbolic, are more than possessions. They are testaments to the lives and deeds of those who came before. As we explore the legends of the Valkyries, we uncover a world where the line between life and death is blurred, and where guardianship takes on a profound, almost sacred meaning. These warrior maidens stand as timeless symbols of protection, ensuring that the legacy of the brave endures, not just in the halls of Valhalla, but in the stories we tell and the values we hold dear. High above the waves of the Indian Ocean and the Arabian Sea, tales of the rock have echoed through the ages, captivating sailors and storytellers alike. This colossal bird, with wingspans said to blot out the sun, is more than just a creature of myth. It's a symbol of the untamed and the unknown. In Middle Eastern folklore, the rock is often portrayed as the fierce protector of island treasures, its towering presence serving as a natural barrier against those who might seek to plunder what lies hidden in remote, uncharted lands. The sheer scale of the rock is enough to send shivers down the spine of even the most daring adventurers. Imagine a bird so massive that it could carry off elephants in its talons, as some legends suggest. Its nests, perched atop towering cliffs or hidden within the heart of secluded islands, are said to be built with precious metals and gemstones, further fueling the allure of the treasures it guards. But the rock isn't just a mindless beast. It's often depicted as fiercely intelligent, capable of outsmarting those who underestimate its cunning. What makes the rock particularly fascinating is its connection to maritime myths. For centuries, sailors would return from their voyages with stories of encountering this mythical guardian, often linking it to the mysteries of distant lands and uncharted waters. The rock embodies humanity's deep-seated curiosity about what lies beyond the horizon, a reminder that even in a world of exploration, some secrets remain fiercely protected. Its presence in these tales also reflects the dangers of the unknown, as venturing too close to its domain could mean meeting a perilous end. The legends of the rock aren't just about fear, though. They also speak to the awe-inspiring wonder of nature's power. Whether it's the bird's ability to soar effortlessly across vast distances or its role as a steadfast guardian, the rock represents a blend of strength, mystery, and majesty that continues to capture the imagination. Even today, the stories of this giant bird remind us that some treasures are meant to stay hidden, guarded by forces far greater than ourselves. Deep in the heart of the desert, where the sands stretch endlessly and the sun blazes relentlessly, lies a creature as enigmatic as it is terrifying, the Manticore. Picture this: a lion's powerful body, a human face that seems to hold an uncanny intelligence, and a scorpion's tail dripping with venom. This is no ordinary beast. The Manticore is a guardian of secrets, a protector of treasures hidden beneath the shifting dunes. Its very presence warns travelers to stay far away, for those who dare to venture too close may never return. But what makes the Manticore such a formidable protector? Beyond its deadly sting and razor-sharp claws, this creature is deeply tied to the idea of elemental riches. In many myths, it isn't just guarding gold or jewels, it's protecting something even more precious: hidden oases, vital sources of water, and the life-giving secrets of the desert itself. The Manticore's role isn't just about greed or destruction, it's about balance. It ensures that only the most worthy or the most cunning can access the treasures it watches over. The legends surrounding the Manticore often paint it as both a destroyer and a gatekeeper. Some stories describe it as a merciless predator, stalking those who enter its domain with unnerving precision. Others suggest it has a more symbolic role, representing the harshness of the desert and the challenges one must overcome to find true wealth. Could it be that the Manticore isn't just guarding physical riches, but also the wisdom that comes from surviving in such a brutal environment? Interestingly, the Manticore's human-like face adds a layer of complexity to its mythology. Unlike other creatures that are purely animalistic, the Manticore seems to possess a strange, almost human awareness. Some tales even claim it can speak, luring unsuspecting adventurers with promises of treasure before striking with its venomous tail. This duality, its blend of human intelligence and animal ferocity, makes the Manticore one of the most intriguing guardians in mythological lore. So, what do these stories tell us about the Manticore's place in the world of mythical protectors? Perhaps it serves as a reminder that true treasure often comes at a cost. The desert, like the Manticore, is both beautiful and deadly, offering riches to those who respect its power but punishing those who underestimate it. As we explore the myths of this fearsome creature, we're reminded that not all guardians are noble knights or benevolent spirits. Some are as wild and untamed as the lands they protect. Deep within the misty lochs and rivers of Scotland, the Kelpie emerges as one of the most fascinating and fearsome guardians in mythology. This shape-shifting water spirit, often appearing as a majestic horse, is said to possess an otherworldly beauty that masks its true nature. The Kelpie doesn't just inhabit these waters, it rules them, serving as both protector and predator. Legends tell of its ability to lure unsuspecting travelers, offering them a ride on its back before dragging them beneath the surface to a watery grave. But this isn't just a tale of terror. The Kelpie's deadly allure is deeply tied to its role as a guardian of hidden treasures and sacred springs, places believed to hold immense power and wealth. What makes the Kelpie so intriguing is its dual nature. On one hand, it's a protector of the treasures hidden beneath the water's surface, safeguarding them from those who would misuse their power. On the other, it's a trickster, a creature that tests the intentions of those who dare to approach its domain. This duality reflects the unpredictable and often dangerous nature of water itself, life-giving yet capable of destruction in an instant. The Kelpie's connection to these watery realms makes it a symbol of both abundance and peril, a reminder that some treasures come with a price. Stories of the Kelpie often emphasize its role as a gatekeeper. In some legends, it's said that only those who can outwit or outlast the Kelpie's tricks may gain access to the riches it guards. These tales serve as cautionary reminders, warning against greed and recklessness. At the same time, they celebrate the Kelpie's role in preserving the sanctity of sacred waters, ensuring that their secrets remain hidden from those unworthy of such power. Whether seen as a malevolent force or a necessary protector, the Kelpie remains a captivating figure in Scottish folklore, embodying the mysteries and dangers of the natural world. High in the snow-capped peaks of the Himalayas, where the air grows thin and the silence is profound, the legend of the Yeti thrives. Known as the guardian of mountain secrets, this enigmatic creature has captivated the imaginations of explorers, locals, and storytellers for centuries. The Yeti, often described as a towering, shaggy figure with immense strength, is said to patrol the most remote and treacherous regions of the mountains. But this being is more than just a physical protector. It is a symbol of the sacred and the untouchable, watching over both material treasures and spiritual sanctuaries. In Himalayan folklore, the Yeti is deeply intertwined with the concept of guardianship. Its presence is believed to mark areas of great importance, whether it's a hidden cache of rare gems or a sacred site where rituals are performed. The Yeti's elusive nature adds to its mystique. Sightings are rare, and its tracks vanish as quickly as they appear. This has led many to see the creature not just as a physical entity, but as a spiritual force, a boundary between the known and the unknown, the mundane and the divine. What makes the Yeti particularly fascinating is its dual role in local culture. On one hand, it is a protector of tangible wealth, ensuring that treasures remain hidden from those who might misuse them. On the other, it safeguards the intangible sacred knowledge, ancient rituals, and the spiritual essence of the mountains themselves. This duality underscores the Yeti's importance as a bridge between the physical and spiritual worlds, a being that embodies the harmony and mystery of the Himalayan landscape. The Yeti's legend also serves as a reminder of humanity's respect for the natural world. In a region where the mountains are both a source of life and a formidable challenge, the Yeti represents the balance between awe and reverence. Its stories encourage humility, urging us to approach the unknown with caution and respect. Whether the Yeti is a literal guardian or a metaphor for the power of nature, its legacy continues to inspire those who venture into the high, silent places of the world. The Banshee, a figure steeped in the mists of Irish folklore, is far more than a harbinger of doom. While her mournful cry might send shivers down your spine, it's not just a sound of sorrow, it's a call to action, a warning to those who would threaten the treasures she guards. Often tied to ancient families and their ancestral lands, the Banshee is said to watch over both material wealth and the intangible legacies of her lineage. She's a protector not just of gold or jewels, but of the stories, traditions, and sacred sites that define a family's history. In Irish myth, the banshee is deeply connected to the land itself, her presence tied to places of profound significance. These could be ancient burial mounds, crumbling castles, or even hidden groves where the old gods were once worshipped. Her wail, echoing through the night, isn't just a sound of despair, it's a reminder of the weight of history and the duty to preserve it. For those who hear her cry, it's a signal to safeguard what has been passed down through generations, whether it's a physical heirloom or the sacred knowledge of the past. But the banshee's role goes beyond mere protection. She's also a bridge between worlds, a figure who blurs the line between the living and the dead. Her presence reminds us that the treasures she guards are not just for the present, they're a link to those who came before and a gift for those who will come after. This duality makes her one of the most fascinating figures in mythology, a guardian who embodies both loss and continuity. So the next time you hear the eerie wail of the banshee in a story, remember, it's not just a sound of mourning. It's a call to honor the past, protect what matters most, and ensure that the treasures of the ancestors endure for generations to come. Beneath the waves, where sunlight struggles to pierce the depths, the Leviathan reigns supreme. This colossal sea serpent, described in ancient texts and whispered about in maritime legends, is more than just a creature of myth. It's a guardian of secrets hidden in the ocean's darkest corners. Biblical and Middle Eastern traditions paint the Leviathan as a being of immense power, its serpentine form stretching across miles of water, its presence enough to send even the bravest sailors fleeing in terror. But this beast isn't just a mindless predator. It's often portrayed as a sentinel watching over treasures and realms that lie far beyond human reach. In many tales, the Leviathan is said to guard underwater kingdoms brimming with untold wealth, golden cities, sunken ships laden with jewels, and relics of civilizations long forgotten. Its colossal size and ferocity make it the ultimate deterrent, ensuring that only the most daring or foolhardy would attempt to breach its domain. Yet the Leviathan isn't merely a symbol of fear. It also embodies humanity's deep-seated curiosity about the unknown. For centuries, the ocean has been a source of wonder and mystery, and the Leviathan serves as a personification of that intrigue. It's a reminder that, despite our advances, there are still places on Earth that remain untouched and unexplored. Stories of the Leviathan often intertwine with themes of power and chaos. In some traditions, it's seen as a force of destruction, capable of stirring storms and swallowing ships whole. But in others, it's a protector, a divine creation tasked with safeguarding the ocean's most precious secrets. This duality makes the Leviathan a fascinating figure in mythology, a creature that inspires both awe and dread. Whether it's viewed as a monstrous adversary or a vigilant guardian, one thing is clear. The Leviathan's legend endures because it taps into something primal within us, our fascination with the vast, uncharted depths of the sea and the treasures they might hold. The Gorgons, with their serpentine hair and petrifying gaze, are some of the most feared yet fascinating figures in mythology. Among them, Medusa stands out not just as a monster, but as a powerful guardian of ancient relics and sacred spaces. In many myths, Gorgons were tasked with protecting treasures of immense value, both material and spiritual. Their ability to turn intruders into stone wasn't just a terrifying power, it was a divine tool, ensuring that only the worthy could pass. Imagine coming face to face with a creature whose very glance could freeze you in place, not just physically but symbolically, as a warning to those who dared to trespass. This duality of destruction and protection makes the Gorgons far more than mere monsters. They are enforcers of boundaries between the sacred and the profane. One of the most intriguing aspects of Gorgon lore is how their role as guardians extends beyond physical treasures. In some tales, they protect not just gold or artifacts but secrets, arcane knowledge or sacred truths that could alter the course of history. Medusa, for instance, is often linked to the temple of Athena, where her presence served as both a warning and a safeguard. The idea that something as deadly as a gorgon could be entrusted with such a vital role speaks to the complexity of their mythology. They aren't mindless beasts, they are beings of purpose, bound by ancient laws and divine mandates. The stories surrounding gorgons also highlight the tension between fear and reverence. While their appearance strikes terror, their role as protectors invites a kind of respect. They embody the idea that not all guardians are benevolent or gentle. Sometimes the fiercest protectors are the most effective. This duality makes them endlessly compelling as they challenge us to reconsider what it means to be a guardian. Are they monsters, or are they simply fulfilling a duty that others cannot? The myths don't always provide clear answers, but they do invite us to think deeply about the nature of protection, power, and the sacred. As we explore these tales, it's worth noting how the Gorgon stories have evolved over time. From ancient Greece to modern interpretations, their role as guardians has remained a constant thread, even as their symbolism has shifted. Whether as terrifying sentinels or tragic figures, the Gorgons remind us that the line between protector and destroyer is often razor-thin. And in their myths, we find a reflection of our own fears and desires, what we value enough to protect and what we fear enough to destroy. High above the clouds, where the skies stretch endlessly and the storms gather, the thunderbird soars as a symbol of awe and reverence. This colossal bird, rooted deeply in Native American folklore, is no ordinary creature. It is a guardian of the skies, a protector of treasures both tangible and intangible. With wings that can blot out the sun and a cry that echoes like thunder, this mythical being commands the elements, summoning storms and wielding lightning as its weapon. But the thunderbird is more than just a force of nature. It is a sacred sentinel watching over sky treasures and hallowed sites that hold immense spiritual significance. In many indigenous traditions, the thunderbird is seen as a bridge between the earthly and the divine. Its storms are not merely destructive, they are cleansing, renewing, and transformative. When it flaps its mighty wings, the winds change course, and when it blinks, lightning streaks across the heavens. These acts are not random, they are deliberate, a reminder of the thunderbird's role as a protector of balance and order. The treasures it guards are not just gold or jewels hidden among the clouds, they are the sacred knowledge, the spiritual essence, and the stories passed down through generations. One of the most fascinating aspects of the thunderbird is its dual nature. On one hand, it is a fierce defender, capable of unleashing the raw power of nature to ward off threats. On the other, it is a benevolent guide, offering wisdom and protection to those who respect its domain. In some legends, the thunderbird is even said to bring rain to nourish the land, ensuring the survival of communities. This duality underscores its importance in indigenous cultures, where it is not just a mythical creature but a symbol of life's interconnectedness. Its storms both destroy and create. Its power both intimidates and inspires. The thunderbird's presence is often tied to sacred places, from towering mountain peaks to ancient burial grounds. These sites are believed to be imbued with spiritual energy, and the thunderbird's role as a guardian ensures that this energy remains undisturbed. To encounter the thunderbird is to witness the divine in motion, a reminder of the delicate balance between humanity and the natural world. Its legends continue to resonate, not just as stories of the past, but as timeless lessons about respect, reverence, and the enduring power of the skies. Moving from the realms of earthly creatures to those of the supernatural, we now encounter the jinn, one of the most fascinating and mysterious beings in Islamic and Middle Eastern folklore. Unlike the creatures we've discussed so far, the jinn exist in a realm that blurs the line between the physical and the spiritual. These entities are often portrayed as powerful, shape-shifting beings, capable of both great benevolence and terrifying malevolence. But what makes them particularly intriguing is their role as guardians of hidden treasures and sacred places. In many tales, the jinn are said to dwell in remote, desolate locations, deep within deserts, ancient ruins, or even beneath the earth itself. These places are often believed to hold vast riches, whether in the form of gold, jewels, or artifacts of immense power. The jinn act as protectors of these treasures, ensuring they remain hidden from unworthy seekers. To those who dare to venture into their domains, the jinn may offer challenges or tests, demanding proof of courage, wisdom, or purity of heart before revealing their secrets. But the jinn's guardianship isn't limited to material wealth. They are also deeply connected to spiritual riches, often serving as custodians of sacred sites imbued with divine energy. In some stories, they are said to protect ancient shrines, holy wells, or even entire landscapes considered sacred by local communities. This dual role as protectors of both earthly and spiritual treasures underscores their significance in the cultural imagination, symbolizing the interplay between the tangible and the intangible. Adding to their mystique is their legendary ability to grant wishes. This power has made them a staple in countless myths and folktales, where they are often summoned by humans seeking fortune, knowledge, or even love. Yet, as many stories warn, the jinn are not to be trifled with. Their grants often come with unintended consequences, serving as cautionary tales about the dangers of greed and the misuse of power. This element of unpredictability only deepens their allure, making them both revered and feared. The jinn's connection to hidden riches and sacred spaces reflects a broader theme in mythology: the idea that true wealth, whether material or spiritual, requires protection, wisdom, and respect. Their stories remind us that treasures, in any form, are not merely objects to be claimed, but are tied to deeper truths about the world and our place within it. As we continue our journey, the jinn stand as a testament to the enduring power of myth to explore the boundaries between the seen and the unseen, the known and the unknown. Deep within the ancient forests, where sunlight filters through the canopy and the air is thick with the scent of earth and moss, the centaur stands as a sentinel of secrets. Half man, half horse, these mythical beings are more than just figures of legend. They are guardians of treasures both tangible and intangible. Imagine stumbling upon a hidden grove, its heart pulsing with the energy of something sacred, only to find a centaur watching over it, their piercing eyes reflecting centuries of wisdom. In Greek mythology, centaurs are not mere wanderers of the wild. They are protectors of the forest's most precious gifts, from rare herbs and hidden springs to the very essence of nature's magic. Their dual nature, part human intellect, part animal instinct, makes them uniquely suited for this role. The centaur's strength lies in their ability to bridge two worlds. They possess the physical power of a horse, capable of defending their territory with unmatched speed and force. Yet they also carry the wisdom of a human, understanding the deeper significance of what they protect. It's said that centaurs were entrusted with guarding sacred groves, places where the divine touched the earthly realm. These groves weren't just locations of beauty, they were sanctuaries of spiritual wealth where mortals could connect with the gods. One of the most famous centaurs in mythology is Chiron, who stands apart from others of his kind. Unlike the often wild and unruly centaurs, Chiron was a healer, teacher, and mentor to heroes like Achilles and Hercules. His knowledge of the natural world and its hidden treasures made him a revered figure, embodying the centaur's role as both protector and guide. Through Chiron, we see how centaurs were not just guardians of physical riches, but also custodians of knowledge, ensuring that the secrets of the forest were passed down to those deemed worthy. The forests they protect are more than just landscapes, they are living repositories of ancient power. A centaur's presence in these spaces is a reminder that some treasures are too precious to be left unguarded. Whether it's a rare herb with healing properties, a spring said to grant eternal youth, or a tree whose bark whispers the language of the gods, the centaur ensures that these gifts remain sacred. Their vigilance is a testament to the delicate balance between humanity and nature, a balance that must be respected and preserved. So, what does it mean to encounter a centaur in myth? It's more than just a meeting of man and beast, it's an invitation to reflect on the treasures we often overlook. The centaur challenges us to see beyond the material, to recognize the spiritual and natural wealth that surrounds us. In their watchful gaze, we are reminded that some treasures are not meant to be taken but to be revered, protected, and passed on to future generations. Moving into the realm of Japanese folklore, we encounter the enigmatic kitsune, a creature as revered as it is mysterious. Often depicted as a fox with multiple tails, the kitsune is more than just a mythical animal. It's a guardian of sacred spaces and hidden riches. These beings are deeply tied to Shinto shrines, where they are believed to serve as protectors, watching over spiritual treasures and ensuring the sanctity of these hallowed grounds. But what truly sets the kitsune apart is their extraordinary ability to shape-shift, blending seamlessly into the human world while maintaining their supernatural essence. One of the most fascinating aspects of the kitsune is their duality. They are not only guardians of physical wealth but also custodians of spiritual prosperity. In many tales, they are said to bring good fortune to those who honor them, while also punishing those who disrespect the shrines or attempt to steal their treasures. This balance between benevolence and mischief makes the kitsune both beloved and feared in Japanese culture. Their intelligence and cunning are legendary, often portrayed as master tricksters who use their magical abilities to outwit adversaries or test the morals of humans. The kitsune's connection to wealth isn't just about gold or jewels. It's also tied to the deeper, intangible riches of wisdom and spiritual enlightenment. In some stories, they serve as messengers of the kami, the Shinto deities, guiding humans toward greater understanding and harmony. Their 9 tails, a symbol of their age and power, are said to grow as they accumulate knowledge and experience, making them not just protectors of treasure but also living embodiments of wisdom. As we unravel the tales of the kitsune, it's impossible not to be drawn into their world of magic and mystery. From their role as shrine guardians to their playful yet profound interactions with humans, these fox spirits remind us that true wealth often lies beyond the material. Their stories invite us to reflect on the values we hold dear and the guardianship we seek, whether in the physical or the spiritual realm. The wyvern, with its serpentine body, leathery wings, and piercing gaze, stands as one of the most iconic guardians in European mythology. Unlike the traditional 4-legged dragon, the wyvern's 2-legged form gives it a distinct, almost predatory elegance. These creatures are often portrayed as the ultimate protectors, stationed high atop castle towers or deep within hidden vaults, their presence a warning to any who dare approach. Their role isn't just about guarding gold or jewels. It's about safeguarding the very essence of power, both material and spiritual. In medieval tales, wyverns were said to be fiercely loyal to their masters, whether they were kings, sorcerers, or ancient deities. Their ferocity wasn't mindless, it was calculated, a testament to their intelligence and unyielding dedication. Imagine a treasure so valuable, so sacred, that only a creature as awe-inspiring as a wyvern could be trusted to defend it. This wasn't just about wealth, it was about legacy, about protecting something that held meaning far beyond its physical form. One of the most fascinating aspects of wyvern lore is their connection to sacred spaces. In some stories, they weren't just guardians of castles but also of ancient ruins, hidden temples, and even mystical springs. These places, steeped in spiritual significance, were believed to hold energies or artifacts that could shape destinies. The wyverns' role in these myths underscores their dual nature. They were both destroyers and defenders, feared and revered in equal measure. But what made wyverns so feared? Beyond their sharp claws and fiery breath, it was their cunning that set them apart. Legends often depict them as master strategists, capable of outsmarting even the most skilled of warriors. They didn't just rely on brute strength. They used their environment, their intelligence, and their unshakable resolve to ensure that no intruder left unscathed. This blend of physical prowess and mental acuity made them the perfect guardians for treasures that were as much about power as they were about mystery. The wyvern's enduring presence in folklore reminds us of humanity's fascination with the idea of protection. Whether it's a chest of gold or a sacred relic, the stories of these creatures reflect our deepest desires to preserve what we value most. And while the wyvern may be a creature of myth, its legacy as a symbol of guardianship continues to captivate us, a reminder of the lengths we'll go to protect what matters. Along the rugged coastlines of Scotland and Ireland, where the sea meets the land in a dance of mist and foam, the selkie emerges as one of the most captivating figures in folklore. These shape-shifting beings, often described as seals that can shed their skins to take on human form, are more than just enchanting creatures of myth. They are guardians of the coastline's hidden riches. Whether protecting treasures buried beneath the waves or watching over sacred sites along the shore, selkies embody a unique blend of the earthly and the mystical. Their dual nature as both seal and human makes them particularly fascinating. In their seal form, they navigate the depths of the ocean with ease, safeguarding underwater troves of gold, pearls, and other precious items. When they take on human form, they walk among the people, often appearing as beautiful, enigmatic figures who hold the secrets of the sea. This duality reflects their role as protectors, not just of material wealth, but of the spiritual and cultural wealth tied to the coast. One of the most enduring legends tells of selkies who protect sacred wells or stones near the shoreline, places believed to hold ancient power. These sites, often revered by local communities, are said to be imbued with blessings or curses, depending on how they are treated. The selkie acts as a mediator between the human world and the unseen forces of the sea, ensuring that the balance between the two is maintained. Interestingly, the selkie's connection to treasure isn't always about gold or jewels. In some stories, the wealth they guard is more symbolic knowledge, wisdom, or even the safety of fishermen and sailors. Their presence is seen as a sign of good fortune, and those who treat them with respect are said to be rewarded with bountiful catches or calm seas. On the other hand, those who harm selkies or try to steal their skins often face dire consequences, as the creatures are fiercely protective of their freedom and their role as guardians. The selkie story is also deeply tied to themes of transformation and duality, reminding us of the interconnectedness of land and sea, the physical and the spiritual. They are not just protectors of wealth, but also symbols of the mysteries that lie beneath the surface, both in the ocean and within ourselves. As we explore these myths, the selkie invites us to consider what treasures we might be guarding in our own lives, and what transformations we might need to undergo to protect what truly matters. Among the shifting sands and scorching heat of the desert, the Ifrit stands as a fearsome protector of its most prized secrets. These fiery spirits, deeply rooted in Islamic and Middle Eastern folklore, are more than just mythical figures. They are custodians of treasures both tangible and intangible. Known for their immense strength and volatile temper, Ifrits are said to guard hidden oases, ancient artifacts, and even sacred knowledge buried beneath the dunes. Their fiery essence mirrors the unforgiving environment they inhabit, making them both revered and feared by those who dare to venture into their domain. Legends often describe the Ifrit as a being of immense power, capable of wielding fire and storms at will. Their role as guardians isn't limited to physical wealth. They are also believed to protect spiritual sanctuaries, acting as intermediaries between the mortal world and the divine. In many stories, those who seek to claim the treasures or wisdom guarded by an Ifrit must first prove their worth, often through acts of courage, wisdom, or humility. This duality, protecting both material riches and sacred truth, elevates the Ifrit to a unique position in the pantheon of mythological guardians. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Ifrit is their connection to the desert itself. Just as the desert can be both life-giving and destructive, the Ifrit embodies this duality. They are not merely obstacles to be overcome, but also gatekeepers of profound rewards for those who respect their power. In some tales, Ifrits are even said to guide lost travelers to safety, but only if the seeker approaches with pure intentions. This balance between danger and benevolence makes the Ifrit a symbol of the desert's mysteries, harsh yet full of potential for those who understand its ways. The Ifrit's presence in folklore serves as a reminder of humanity's relationship with the unknown. Their stories challenge us to consider what we value most: wealth, wisdom, or perhaps the journey itself. As we explore the myths surrounding these fiery guardians, we're invited to reflect on the treasures we seek in our own lives and the challenges we must face to attain them. Whether as protectors of ancient riches or as symbols of the desert's untamed spirit, the Ifrit continues to captivate the imagination, reminding us that some treasures are worth the trials they demand. Soaring through the skies of Greek mythology, the Pegasus is more than just a winged horse. It's a symbol of divine power and protection. Born from the blood of the Gorgon Medusa, this majestic creature is often depicted as a guardian of treasures hidden high above the earth in the realm of the gods. Its ability to fly effortlessly between the mortal world and the heavens made it a natural protector of sacred spaces and celestial riches. But what exactly did the Pegasus guard? According to legend, it wasn't just gold or jewels. It was the intangible treasures of the sky, the wisdom of the gods, the secrets of the stars, and the purity of the heavens themselves. The Pegasus's connection to the divine is undeniable. It was said to carry thunderbolts for Zeus, the king of the gods, and even served as the steed for heroes like Bellerophon, who rode it into battle against the monstrous Chimera. This dual role, as both a warrior's companion and a protector of sacred knowledge, shows how deeply the Pegasus was woven into the fabric of ancient Greek culture. Its presence wasn't just about guarding physical treasures, it was about preserving the balance between the earthly and the divine. One of the most fascinating tales involves the creation of the Hippocrene spring on Mount Helicon. According to myth, the Pegasus struck the ground with its hoof, bringing forth a stream of water that became a source of inspiration for poets and musicians. This act wasn't just a display of power, it was a gift, a treasure of creativity and enlightenment guarded by the Pegasus. In this way, the winged horse became a symbol of both protection and inspiration, safeguarding not just material wealth but the intangible riches of the human spirit. The Pegasus reminds us that some treasures are not meant to be held in our hands but felt in our hearts. Its legacy as a guardian of the skies continues to inspire, a testament to the enduring power of myth to elevate our understanding of the world and our place within it. From the fiery dragons of the east to the serpentine guardians of the underworld, these 30 mythological creatures have captivated humanity's imagination for centuries. Their stories are more than just tales of treasure and protection. They are windows into the values, fears, and aspirations of the cultures that created them. Whether it's the awe-inspiring power of the Chinese dragon or the cunning intelligence of the Greek Sphinx, each guardian serves as a reminder of the timeless connection between myth and the human spirit. Their roles as protectors of treasures and sacred places speak to something deeper within us, a longing to explore the unknown and to honor what we hold most precious. As we wrap up this journey, it's worth reflecting on what these legends teach us. They remind us of the courage it takes to face the unknown, the wisdom needed to navigate life's challenges, and the unending quest for knowledge that drives us forward. These creatures aren't just figments of imagination, they're symbols of the qualities we strive to embody in our own lives. Before we go, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of mythology. Let us know in the comments below what's your favorite mythological guardian. Is it the majestic Griffin, the mysterious Kraken, or perhaps something else entirely? Your thoughts and stories make this exploration even more meaningful. Until next time, keep the spirit of curiosity alive, and may the legends continue to inspire you.